Picture this: millions of men silently losing their edge, worn out, uninspired, and running on empty. And it's happening right under our noses. These are the 6 game-changing exercises to skyrocket your testosterone. You've probably noticed it too. Guys today just don't seem to have the fire they once did. The shocking truth: testosterone levels have been nosediving for decades, and it's stealing male vitality faster than ever. This isn't just an old guy problem anymore. It's hitting men in their 20s and 30s, when they should be at their peak. Why? Blame our cushy, sit-all-day lifestyles. Think streaming marathons and desk jobs that barely require us to stand. A 2024 study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found average testosterone in men has dropped 1 to 2% per year since the 1980s, thanks to inactivity and poor diet. Our bodies were made to move, yet modern life keeps us parked. That stillness kills off testosterone, the hormone powering strength, confidence, and grit. But here's the kicker: you can turn it around. Compound exercises are your secret weapon, proven to spike testosterone up to 20% post-workout, per 2024 research from Sports Medicine. They hit multiple muscle groups at once, firing up your hormone production naturally. In this video, we're unveiling the 6 best moves every man needs to boost testosterone and reclaim his power. Exercise 6. Overhead dumbbell press. Let's dive into why the overhead dumbbell press is a total powerhouse. This isn't just a shoulder burner, it's a compound move that lights up your whole upper body. Your shoulders lead the charge, but your core, upper back, traps, triceps, and even chest jump in to keep you stable under those weights. When you press those dumbbells overhead, your body snaps to attention, signaling your endocrine system to release anabolic hormones like testosterone for recovery and growth. How does it pump up testosterone? A 2023 Journal of Strength and Conditioning research study says compound lifts like this, with heavy resistance, can spike free testosterone by up to 18% within 90 minutes post-workout. That's huge. It fades after a bit, but keep at it consistently, and your baseline testosterone rises, more strength, energy, and that feel-good edge. Here's how to crush it. Stand with feet hip-width apart for a solid base. Grab those dumbbells, hold them at shoulder height, palms forward, or slightly inward to save your joints. Brace your core like you're ready for a hit, chest up, and press the weights straight overhead. Lock your elbows at the top, no shoulder shrugging. Then lower slow, keeping the tension alive. Pro tip: pause a second at the top. It's tough, but it supercharges your stabilizers and those hormonal gains. Avoid these slip-ups. Don't let your lower back arch too much. Tighten your abs and glutes to shield your spine. No leg cheats either. This isn't a push press. Focus on your shoulders and arms. At the top, keep the dumbbells over your ears, not drifting off course to dodge joint strain. Nail this, and you're scoring a solid testosterone boost every time. Ready to press? Exercise 5. Deadlifts. All right, let's talk deadlifts, the move that's earned its rep as the ultimate full-body powerhouse. And trust me, that's no exaggeration. When you hoist that bar off the ground, you're firing up your thighs, especially those hamstrings, along with your lower back, core, upper back, and even your forearms just to hang on. It's like a wake-up call for every major muscle group. Why is that such a big deal? That intense, all-in effort sends a shockwave through your body, kicking your hormone production into high gear, especially testosterone, to repair tissue and prep you for the next round. So, what's the testosterone edge here? A 2017 study from Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise broke it down. Compared to isolated moves like leg curls, deadlifts trigger a bigger spike in testosterone and growth hormone. In that study, 20 trained guys doing heavy deadlifts, think 5 reps at 85% of their max, saw testosterone jump 20% right after, plus a 14% bump in growth hormone. That's serious fuel for strength and recovery. Here's how to nail it. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, bar hugging your shins. Squat down, keeping your spine straight, not curved, and grab the bar just outside shoulder width. Fire up your abs and glutes, chest up, shoulders back. Push the floor away with your legs to start then. As the bar clears your knees, stand tall by extending your torso. Lower it back down, slow and controlled, spine neutral the whole way. Now, let's dodge some classic mess-ups. First, don't round your lower back. That's a fast track to spine trouble. Keep it flat. Second, don't shoot your hips up too quick. That shifts the work to your back instead of your legs driving the lift. And third, keep that bar close. Scraping your shins, sliding up your thighs, not drifting out front. Master this beast and you're not just building muscle. You're unlocking a hormone boost that keeps you strong and ready. Time to lift. Exercise 4, bench press. All right, let's hit the bench press, flat or inclined. It's the king of chest builders, but it's way more than just a pec party. This move fires up your pectoralis major, those front delts, your triceps, and if you're locking in right, even your posterior chain to keep your feet planted and your torso glued to the bench. That's a lot of muscle talking. When you stack on heavier weight, it's like flipping a switch in your body. Time to crank out more muscle protein. And guess what's driving that? Testosterone. A 2018 study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology dug into this, comparing heavy bench pressing, like 4 to 6 reps, to lighter, high-volume sets of 12 to 15 reps. The heavy crew saw free testosterone spike by about 18% right after their workout, while the lighter group got a solid but smaller 10% bump. Point is, load it up smart and your hormones respond big time. So how do you nail this classic? Lie back on the bench, feet flat on the floor, lower back with a slight natural arch. Don't overdo it, but don't flatten out either. Grab the bar wide enough so your forearms stay vertical as you lower it. Bring that bar down smooth until it just kisses your chest. Then press it back up, arms straight but elbows soft, not locked out. Keep every rep controlled. No bouncing or rushing it. Want a chest-focused twist? Lower the bar all the way, but stop short of full extension at the top. That cuts back on triceps and keeps the pecs in the driver's seat. Now let's dodge some slip-ups. First, don't line the bar up with your neck. It should hit near your chest, not your throat. Second, flaring your elbows way out. That's a shoulder killer. Aim for about a 45-degree angle from your torso. And third, don't let your torso wobble. Plant those feet, lock your core, and stay steady for max power and safety. Oh, and before we roll on, quick shout out, hit that subscribe button. Seriously, having the right info is what's going to push your fitness game to the next level over the long haul. Bench press done right? It's not just about a bigger chest. It's a ticket to strength, stability, and a testosterone boost that keeps you crushing it. Let's get to work. Exercise 3. HIIT, all right. Let's switch gears to HIIT. High-intensity interval training. It might feel like a curveball after all this heavy compound lifting talk, but don't sleep on it. Those sprints, quick running bursts, or intense interval setups, they're legit testosterone boosters too. HIIT jacks your heart rate, sky high in short blasts, and that forces your metabolism and hormones to kick into overdrive. A 2019 study from Loughborough University, dropped in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, put this to the test. They tracked 2 groups over 8 weeks, one doing steady running, the other smashing HIIT with 30-second sprints, followed by 4-minute chill recovery intervals. Guess what? The HIIT crew saw their baseline testosterone climb by 13%, while the steady runners, no real change. That's proof short. Brutal efforts can outshine long, slogging cardio for hormonal gains. So, how do you do it? Pick something like running or a stationary bike. Go all out, max effort, for 20 to 30 seconds. Then, dial it way back or rest for 1 to 4 minutes, depending on your plan. Repeat that 6 to 8 times or whatever your fitness can handle. Simple, but brutal in the best way. Now let's dodge some pitfalls. First, don't skip the warm-up. HIIT's intense, and jumping in cold is begging for trouble. Second, keep those high-intensity bursts short. Push past 30 seconds too hard and you'll fizzle out, losing that peak effort that makes it HIIT. And third, don't skimp on recovery. Those rest periods, active or not, need to be long enough so your next sprints still fire. Get this right and you're not just torching calories. You're cranking up testosterone like a champ. Let's hit it. Exercise 2. Pull-ups. All right, let's tackle pull-ups. If you're thinking, I can't even do one yet, don't sweat it. Stick with me to the end, and I'll hook you up with an easier way to start and build toward the real deal. Pull-ups scare off a lot of beginners, but that's exactly why they're so awesome. They hit your lats, biceps, forearms, abs, and a bunch of stabilizer muscles, all working together to haul your body weight up. That's a serious test of relative strength, your power compared to what you weigh, and it shakes up your system big time. Your body responds by cranking out testosterone to fuel muscle growth and recovery. A 2020 study from the Norwegian School of Sports Sciences backs this up. They pitted bodyweight moves like pull-ups and dips against machine stuff like bench presses and seated rows. The bodyweight group, a 12% testosterone spike right after training. The machine crew, just 7%. Why the edge? Probably the extra core work and all those helper muscles kicking in. Here's how to crush it. Grab the bar. Overhand grip with palms facing out, or underhand with palms facing you, hands just wider than your shoulders. Hang there, arms straight, torso steady. Before you pull, pinch your shoulder blades back to wake up those lats. Then haul yourself up till your chin's over the bar, keeping your body as straight as you can. Lower back down, smooth and controlled till your elbows are almost fully stretched. Let's dodge some rookie traps. First, don't swing like a pendulum. Momentum steals the work from your muscles. Second, don't half rep it. Dropping too short cuts the range and the gains. And third, don't jut your chin out over the bar like a turtle. Aim to bring your chest toward it, not your neck. Now, as promised, if full pull-ups aren't happening yet, here's your starter pack. Grab a resistance band, loop it over the bar, stick a foot or knee in it, and let that stretchy assist take some weight off. It's way easier, but still builds the strength and grit you need to eventually ditch the band and own the pull-up solo. Stick with it and you'll be cranking out reps and testosterone like a pro in no time. Let's get pulling. Exercise 1. Traditional squat. Here we are. Number 1 on the list, and it's no surprise. The traditional squat. This move's the undisputed king of compound exercises for a reason. It lights up nearly every muscle you've got. Legs, core, even those back stabilizers. When you load it heavy, it's like flipping a switch. Your body has no choice but to unleash a hormonal storm to keep up. We're talking boosted protein synthesis and a big bump in testosterone production to help you adapt and grow stronger. A 2016 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research put hard numbers on it. They tested 16 trained athletes, splitting them into 2 groups. One doing 5 sets of heavy squats at 80 to 90% of their max, the other hitting isolated quad and glute moves like leg extensions and abductor machines. The squat squad saw testosterone spike by up to 25% right after their session, way more than the isolated group, plus bigger strength gains over time. That's the squat's magic. Here's how to do it right. Set the bar across your upper back, resting on your traps, not your neck. Feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out. Drop down by bending your knees and hips, keeping your spine neutral and chest proud. Aim for thighs parallel to the floor, or lower if your mobility's on point. Then power back up, straightening your knees and hips. Core locked tight the whole way. Now let's sidestep some classic flubs. First, don't let your knees cave in. Keep them tracking over your toes to stay safe. Second, keep your heels glued to the ground. No tippy-toe stuff. Third, don't pitch your torso too far forward. That's a fast way to overload your lower back. And fourth, chest up. Don't let it collapse. These squats, along with the other 5 moves we've covered, are your go-to crew for naturally pumping up testosterone. They've all got that same vibe. Big effort, big muscles, big rewards. Master this and you're not just building legs. You're building a stronger, more dialed-in you. Let's squat it out. These exercises fire up multiple muscle groups, and that's just the start of supercharging your testosterone. Want to feel unstoppable, boost your energy, and keep your family thriving while making your wife proud? Hit those workouts hard. For even more tips, nutrition hacks, sleep tricks, and natural boosts, check out the video popping up on your screen now. It's your full roadmap to naturally crank up testosterone and live your best life. Thanks for tuning in, go crush it, and blessings to you, my friend.